Welcome back to Have the Storm. Today we're talking about something very, very, very important. I did a video a few years back with the Sango Brotherhood podcast where I said that robbing and begging are just 2 points on the same graph, right? They are all on the same plane. They are all part of the same spectrum. And the difference really is the tool that the beggar or robber has at his disposal. A beggar is a robber who doesn't have a gun or a knife or the means to compel you to part with your value to give it to them, right? So the person uses his mouth, the person uses his biblical oral weapon to manipulate you to part with your things. The armed robber is much more simple. He points a gun at you, holds a knife to your neck or to your family's neck and says, give me what you have. But it's the same thing. It's just that the beggar doesn't have the guts or the tools with which to extract value from you, but they are both doing the same thing. So we have a story here, very, very important story. It's so important. I'll insert references to the previous video where I was talking about it, but the effect is the same. Beggars are robbers. It's important to understand this. There is no distinction between the two. But it seems like people are more tolerant of one than the other, even though they're both the same thing. And that's my problem. Because now it has become, we're calling it a culture. They call it the begging culture in Nigeria. Let's see, begging culture. People write articles on this stuff. It's not news, it's not surprising. Yeah, begging culture in Nigeria commercial hub. On the dangers of a begging culture, right? We saw Speed, actual Speed came to Nigeria, and most of the clips that are going viral were Nigerians begging him for money. Begging culture in Nigeria's commercial hubs. The issue of street begging has become a major concern in Nigeria's commercial hubs, such as Lagos, Abuja, and Kano. These cities known for their economic activities are also witnessing an increase in beggars who line the streets, multiple parts, and marketplaces. For many, begging has shifted from a survival tactic to a growing culture that thrives in urban centers. While poverty and unemployment are major drivers, top is still a choice. Experts note that organized groups also exploit the situation. Some beggars operate under syndicates. That happens in India as well, right? Heard about that? India syndicate. It's organized crime. Like, everyone knows this. See? Social issue or organized exploitation. These are policy papers written on this thing. Yeah. Making it more of a business than a desperate cry for help. Come on. These are sparked debates on whether begging should be strictly regulated. It's already regulated. All right, so vagabonds, right? An idle person is a person who being able to wholly or in part to maintain himself or his family willfully neglects or refuses to do so. That is, you are an able-bodied person. You're an able-bodied person, but you choose to beg on the street, right? As a person who, having been convicted as an idle person, a person who wanders abroad, that's around, places himself in the streets or a public place in order to get or gather alms or encourages children to do so, unless from age of infinity or infirmity, he is unable to earn his living, right? So street beggars encouraging children to do so. See that? Next, a person who has no settled home or no ostensible means of subsistence cannot give a fast, satisfactory account of himself. That's funny. Common prostitute behaving in a disorderly or indecent manner in a public place, or persistently importuning or soliciting person for the purpose of prostitution. Right? So, gathering alms, an idle person is someone who refuses to maintain himself or his family. So you see that there's an institutional demand on men to maintain himself and his family. So that's that. So that's an idle person or a vagabond. Section 249. Is that the same act? Who takes drugs? Okay. So you see that, right? So it's a crime. Begging people on the road is a crime. It is a crime. You are supposed to be punished. Right? So that's section 405 of the criminal code. You are supposed to be punished. However, it seems like we are tolerant of it. So let's listen to this person. He says, imagine coming back to your own country only to be threatened by beggars. That's the point. How can you be threatened by a beggar? How many times have you been approached by a beggar, you refuse to give them money, and then they throw something at you, or they harass you, or they spit at you, or they do something That's because they're not begging. They're trying to rob you. Threatened by beggars. How can a beggar threaten you? You're not a beggar, you're an armed robber. Only to be threatened by beggars at the Lagos airport. Imagine your life being threatened by beggars. Beggars who insist on foreign currency. A beggar is insisting on foreign currency. I want to hear this story because I was personally pissed off because of what she said. I'm glad she was able to eloquently express what happened. She described very vividly the things that happened. But it's important to hear this. Let's watch.
I love to be a Nigerian, but sometimes it gets very painful to identify as one. Because how am I coming back from one country? I got to the international airport and I was waylaid. I called the driver because it was late. My flight was moved. Then I came in very late. So I called the driver, he came, not knowing that this driver knows these guys. He's working with them because it was when I got to my hotel room, I started thinking about the situation that it now made sense to me that this driver has to know these guys.
It's unfortunate that she's a woman, so she tells the end of the story even before she starts the story. But that's fine. Let's let her talk. She's distraught, so we allow her to speak.
So they started from, oh, we know you from social media now, 3 guys. I don't know them. They were like, oh, we know you from social media now. And I greet, I say, hello, how you doing? Okay, well done. I carry my box, they move. One of them collected my box, say, let them help me. I say, no worry, because I know say no help for Nigeria, will be free.
It's a shame. You start speaking normally. I don't like that. Speak normally. People who speak pidgin will understand you. Just speak normally. Speak the language. It's fine. There's no harm in speaking the language. You don't have to show everybody that you're from the streets. Just tell us what happened. I don't like people trying to disguise themselves. Come on.
You cannot carry my box for me for free. I know say something must come outside. I said, no worry, I help myself. One of them insisted. I said,
so she's saying that she comes back, she's trying to get her things into her car. These guys, beggars, whatever you want to call them, offer to help her carry her bag. You understand, being a Nigerian, that these people are not going to carry her bag to her car for free. They will demand something from her. She says no, and she insists on carrying her bags herself.
I don't know why. Maybe if this guy carry me, I'll give him a small cash, no problem. We just moved to where the driver parked the car. It was a bit further off from where the arrivals used to stay. No, I didn't think much about it. We went there. Immediately I got to the car, I want to sit down. One of the guys held my bag,
A beggar, 3 men, helping one woman carry her bag. And one of them has held her bag, her purse. That is infuriating me even from here.
Handbag. Held the bag. Say, Afan, do something for us now. I'm like, okay. So why the approach of holding my bag? I did not take it. I wanted to sit down in the car. It was a little. I was dragging my bag with this guy. He said, "Mommy, do something for us now." I said, "But
this is an airport that's supposed to have the highest security, and this is what is happening to somebody, where you have these guys who are there with the knowledge and permission of whatever security agency is there at the airport, aviation security, police, or whoever, and this woman is being accosted and molested by these people."
The first time, who's your mommy? You fool! You're older than me. He said, "Mommy, do something for us now." I'm like, no problem. I'll put my purse. I carried 5,000 naira, like 500, 5,000. Give
5,000 naira in 500 naira note. That's a lot of money to give them. That's a lot of money.
To him. There are 3, maybe they will share it or whatever. He said, no. They don't take naira.
I mean, just listen to any foreigner who comes to Nigeria, the ones who have to go to the beach or the ones who have to move around. They tell you that this is what is happening. Even Jeffrey Epstein, Uncle Jeffrey, was talking about it in his email.
I said,
and by the way, we'll get to Jeffrey Epstein files later. That series is a little bit too important for us to just push it in. But yes, Nigeria is mentioned in the Epstein files as a begging country. Terrible.
And at this point, it was becoming awkward. One guy was standing by this door. The other.
Not awkward. And this is why I keep telling people to understand the meanings of the words that they use. It's not awkward. It's dangerous. It's precarious. It's a hostile situation. It's not awkward. Awkward is like a weird thing where maybe you walk in on your mother-in-law changing clothes. That's awkward. But this is somebody who is trying to rob you actively. That's not an awkward situation. Don't use that word in that circumstance.
The guy was standing by the other door. It was becoming like I'm being ambushed or waylaid.
You are being robbed. That's what you are. You're not being ambushed or waylaid. You are being robbed. You have to use the correct words.
That's what the driver was in front, pretending like the car would not start. He was fiddling with the ignition and me at the back. He said, "Driver, move now." He wasn't answering me.
Yeah, the driver is the collaborator for sure.
This guy held my bag. He was looking into my purse. Say, "Mama, see dollars here now. Mama, see, because I have China yuan. Mama, see yuan here now. Mama, give me yuan now. Give me." It was funny. The guy held my bag.
It's not funny. It's not funny at all. Like, it's infuriating because someone like this now, What? She goes to the police, and they're like, oh, you had dollars in your bag, okay, right? They too will make demands of you. That's what is called the begging culture. It's called Nigeria. Beyond the nuisance it creates, the begging culture also raises safety concern. Commuters and traders often complain about harassment and petty theft linked to street beggars. So why are you calling beggars? If beggars are robbing people, they are not beggars. And everything government action. No, just take control of your own scenario. Avoid them, destroy them. Beggars are robbing people and you're still calling them beggars.
Bag. All this while you have not left my bag. All because of what? For our international airports, what is the authorities doing about people just coming to? Why are you willing passenger? What kind of rubbish? And I'm a girl, and we are standing at a very compromised position. I felt like if these guys, I don't understand, man. But
she didn't say they could have done far worse things to her because she was in an isolated part of the airport, probably away from a guardian. A guardian in routine activity theory is a public place with police presence, good lighting, security cameras. That's what a guardian is. What she's saying is that as a girl, as a female, she's a soft target, which is usually the object of a crime. It could be property, it could be even sexual crimes. And you have 3 motivated offenders who are already holding on to her things and are trying to collect her money from her. So all 3 elements of routine activity theory are here. A crime has occurred. That's what she's describing.
as I'm talking to you like this, these guys collected my Mauritian, they collected about, they collected 100 yuan first off.
What?
They collected about 1,500 Mauritian rupees. Crazy! They will not collect naira. People when they beg, get choice for airports. Okay, now, in case you see this video, make one that slice your balls.
That's good. That's a good wish. That's a good prayer. I amen to that. Hope those guys get even worse than what she's praying for. But it's a larger issue. Even the victim of the crime doesn't understand that it's a crime. She's not framing it as a crime. She got robbed. But because the begging culture, quote unquote, is so pervasive in this country, in Nigeria, because the begging culture is so pervasive in Nigeria, she thinks they're just beggars who were forceful. No, she got robbed. 3 guys, one is holding her bag. Even the driver is ensuring that they have their way with her things. That's joint act, conspiracy, robbery, right there. But she's framing that, oh, they're beggars that had a choice. No, they're robbers. They robbed you, and it's a shame that she doesn't get justice. It's difficult for her. If she goes to the cops, you go to the police. I know how it's going. Oh, they stole your dollars. Oh, okay. You give us dollars now to go and catch people who took your dollars. Literally. It's a crying shame. That being said, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you've seen anything like this and what you think of the begging culture. Out.